pouring money in here like crazy. All of the trees gone, deforest, I mean, all of this. Detention ponds, leveling. How the heck is this giant structure completely vacant? I don't even know how far that goes back to you guys. I'm standing here at Airport Park, which is about a mile away from a brand new Starship community that D.R. Horton has decided to build. Now, this is a massive community, which is about 1,100 acres big. They plan on building another 3,500 homes. So today's video is going to be on some of the recent allegations against D.R. Horton. Then we're going to ask, why did they decide to build this new flagship community right in the front end of a recession? And why did they pick this area, being it's right next to industrial zoning and multiple other new build community, creating fierce competition for them to sell these properties? One of the most important things I want to do with this video is have this new subdivision called Silverthorn be a case study for the real estate mindset community, because the development is going to go well past presidential election and well past any non-recession rumors. So it's going to give us a good idea of whether or not the housing market is resilient through a recession. We're going to be able to see multiple factors basically push against the subdivision. We're coming up to the turnoff right here, so I may have to just jump out, do a quick scene, but I want to show you guys what we're working with. I had to put my truck into 4x4 because I got stuck. The mud is so bad back here, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of basically how much of this lot they've cleared already. I'll throw up a Google image so you can see basically the Google image as of them cutting down timber. But take a look at this, guys. Looks like they've cleared the entire field, and now there's a fence really kind of blocking everything. The very interesting thing is literally how much of this stuff here used to be there, right? So obviously when they come into these developments, I mean, it's a fact, I'm not trying to be mean, but they destroy the environment, so it's kind of extra important that they're able to sell their houses. But again, it's going to be so interesting to see what happens here, see what they make here. Now, what I'm going to do is I noticed that there's a street down there that looks like it's public, and I'm going to go try to basically go over there and see what I can find out. Also, not 100% sure I can use my drone, about to find that out right now, but look at the mud, you guys. I mean, this was raw forest back here, all raw forest. You see how I had to put it in 4x4? I mean, good thing I had a truck in 4x4 because I would have been stuck for sure. I'm just gonna drive right in unless it says no trespassing signs. And what I'm gonna do is keep my camera roll as I make my way over here. Got the power lines going up here, which is interesting. The retention area for drainage. A lot of stuff going on back in here. This is crazy, guys. And also I saw no trespassing signs, so this appears to be fair game in public. You see where they just come in here, obliterate everything, and just pour money and resources in here to get the roads going, utilities, infrastructure. I mean, this is wild stuff. I'm gonna drive up here a little bit and put my camera down. I don't wanna creep any of the workers out. Guys, I'm gonna jump out, give you a quick view real quick. Look at this. I mean, they're pouring money in here like crazy. All of the trees gone, deforest, I mean, all of this. Detention ponds, leveling. I mean, this is absolutely insane, you guys, and they're doing this super duper fast. Look at how fast they're doing this. I mean, they're throwing this up here so fast. And that brings us to the next part of this video, which calls into question the recent allegations to their, obviously, to their quality of construction. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys, go to a different part. I wanna leave these guys alone, but I wanted to give you boots on the ground, basically visual. This is insane, so fast. Doing the electrical wires up there. So going back to the question on why pick this area? I'll show you guys on the map, but this whole area is filled with like industrial complexes, just like the one behind me. Now the one behind me is special because how the heck is this giant structure completely vacant? I don't even know how far that goes back to you guys. It goes back there like super far, and I cannot fly my drone. Unfortunately, the airport is also right next to this development. It's very interesting. It doesn't seem to me like you would want your neighbors to be places like this. And what happens if this goes into foreclosure and they got to make this, I have no idea, a roller ring? Who knows? You know, could be a hub of crime, but regardless, no one here. Now, across the street is another industrial kind of warehouse type thing, but this is not what I would want to have as far as neighbors. What you want is you want other communities, literally like your neighbors, right? Like right next to it. But instead, in this case, guys, we have industrial zoning, the airport, and honestly, a little bit of crime in this area as well. Now, what I want to do is show you guys some new building that's surrounding the subdivision of Silverthorn. Right down the street, within a mile away, on the same street of Wally Wilkerson, there's another master plan community. And so you guys should understand why this, I believe, is going to be a perfect case study. Look at the size of this one, guys. This one is huge. I don't know how well the GoPro is going to really capture this. You have these built already over there, and basically they just came in here, ripped all this stuff up. Look at that. Is that not insane? Now, there's the bridge. On the other side of that bridge is the Silverthorn community. So they have to compete with this one. And you guys, the crazy thing about this is just one area. There are subdivisions north, east, south, and west of Silverthorn. All that's going to do is create a fierce competition for D.R. Horton to sell their houses. Now, that's a good thing for us as buyers on the sideline, because the more pressure on them to sell their houses and the more competition, the more likely it is for them to lower their price and offer us insane buying incentives. But look at this. Right over the freeway, another one. Again, the bigger one is KB. I mean, KB has signs up all over the place trying to get people away from D.R. Horton. Anyways, stay tuned. I brought you guys to one more subdivision that's way more established than the last two that I took you guys to. This is the KBOne. Again, this is more established. Just want to walk out here, you guys, to show you what's left. Looks like there's a vineyard back there. So they have this lot right here, obviously. And I'm going to take you guys down here. This is, again, shocking. This is shocking. Now, again, they have the usual suspects. Apparently a whole bunch of these houses are sold, but this whole, you know, subdivision is being constructed. Again, they're well ahead of Silverthorn. I mean, take a look, guys. So you got all your normal signage, right? Move-in ready or sold. All over there on the other street as well. There's the sales office. And the crazy thing, I say this all the time, you know, this is within 2 miles of Silverthorn. Why are they building on top of each other like this? I mean, and also this is in the middle of nowhere. Who's coming out here? This has got to be an hour and a half at least from downtown Houston, with traffic even longer than that. All of the type of building, guys, we see this pattern across the nation. I mean, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room, the recent lawsuits on the quality of constructions. Because what does it matter if you're going to get a deal on a house if it's falling apart? But before I do that, I took you guys to one more subdivision that's within about, I would say, 3 to 4 miles from Silverthorn. And this one's massive. This one's well ahead of the other one, and also has an elementary school. But look at what they have left, guys. This is crazy. This is a third one that I've taken you to. There's more than what I'm taking you to. This is incredible. Look at how many sites. And when I pan here, that's a school. They're making a school here. So Silverthorn has a lot going against it. Again, it's just my opinion. But back to the recent lawsuits. Let me get in my truck before I get attacked by mosquitoes. According to an article from WVLT, homeowners say their new D.R. Horton house are practically falling apart months after moving in. Now, allegedly, guys, back in April of 2022, a homeowner named Dave Preston and his wife moved into their D.R. Horton home. But they said everything was horrific, with toilets backing up, outlets not working, and parts of the home actually unfinished. They, D.R. Horton, were trying to do too much too fast. The quality was horrendous. D.R. Horton has been building new housing developments throughout the Low Country and where I'm at right now. I mean, we're literally, it feels like the Low Country. I mean, this is well outside of Houston, guys. But as demand for more subdivision grows, homeowners say they are finding more problems with their home. Now, I'm just going to read a couple quotes. If you want to come back to this article to really dig in, please do so. But one of the quotes from them, D.R. Horton played the blame game, saying the people were taking too many showers. The septic system couldn't handle the load. So apparently you guys should not take too many showers in your brand new home, or the sewage and septic system is going to overload. Is that what they're saying here? He added, it's supposed to be a beautiful development with houses that are fairly expensive, and things should work. Now, you guys, that's all I'm going to read. I don't want to bash D.R. Horton. I want you guys to take the initiative and figure out what's going on yourself. Now, I'm going to do one more scene, and we're going to conclude this video out. In conclusion, I hope that Subdivision not only acts as a bookmark for our community to keep an eye on, but it also is additional indicators of the turbulent housing market that we have going on right now. Now, remember, you guys, I've been saying this entire time that the price decline and the crashing is going to follow and start with new construction. Now, I get comments all the time that say that, Travis, you've been talking about this for 2 years and you're wrong. And to those people, I would ask, how long does it normally take to go into recession after yield curve inversion? Seriously, how long? About 2 years. And don't forget, I started my channel in 2022. A few weeks later, we started doing quantitative tightening. You guys, back in 2021, I was your run-of-the-mill realtor. I was training and doing videos on the top 10 reasons to move to Houston. I made a decision to step down from my sales job. I took a massive income hit because I don't believe that most people, 99% of people, should be investing in the housing market right now. And I am basing that off of not just believing it all in my heart, but there are certain facts that we have right now. There's certain data, historical precedent that tells us to be cautious moving forward. A big one, guys, is the yield curve inversion. Let's not forget we still have that. Why is that important? Because it's an indicator of recession. Remember, guys, recession brings unemployment. Unemployment drastically impacts the housing market. And on top of that, we have unfathomable government deficit spending right now, and that's propping things up. And on top of that, all of the government jobs, it's replacing the private jobs. Those are not signs of a healthy economy. I would like to continue to plead with people, be very, very cautious out there. And again, you guys, if I'm just some doomer, then there would be no point in me losing money, traveling across the nation, destroying my truck, putting on tens of thousands of miles, spending all this money in gas. You see that here. Again, destroying my truck. Look at it. I had to get it unstuck. What I'm hoping I'm doing is providing you guys real-time, valuable intel so that you guys can make an informed decision. I do not want what happened to me back when I lost everything. I do not want that to happen to you. Now, I would like to make more money. There's no doubt about that, but not at the expense of putting people in a risky situation. And that's who I am. Now, other than that, guys, I really hope you found value in this video. If you're out there investing in real estate, you guys already know I wish you luck, and I hope you win.